Solve using the quadratic formula 2x squared equals 6x minus 1. So remember, the quadratic formula has the format of ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So that's what we want to do. We want to write our quadratic formula in this format. So to do that, we're going to subtract 6x and we're going to add 1 to both sides. So now we have 2x squared minus 6x plus 1 equals 0. So now we have 2 is a, negative 6 is b, and 1 is c. So now we're going to use the quadratic formula of x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Now we're going to substitute these values. So negative b is negative 6 plus or minus the square root of negative 6 squared minus 4 times a, which is 2, times c, which is 1, all over 2 times a, which is 2. So now we have negative 6 times negative 6 is 6, plus or minus the square root of negative 6 squared is 36, minus 4 times 2 is 8, over 2 times 2 is 4. So now we get 6 plus or minus the square root of 36 minus 8 is 28 over 4. So now we have 6 plus or minus the square root of 28 can be broken down into 4 times 7 over 4. So now we get 6 plus or minus the square root of 4 is 2 times the square root of 7 over 4. So here we can factor out a 2 to get 2 times 3 plus or minus the square root of 7 over 4. So now we get 2 divided by 4 is 1/2. So we get 3 plus or minus the square root of 7 over 2. And that's our answer.